Yo, 3 weeks break? I know. But we gonna start this off with Jiraiya explaining to them, um, I'm Hokage now, so, I don't, well, this is unexpected. Um, you see, I just came back. Nerd. It looks like somebody just pushed everything away. Um, I'm presuming the others. Yeah, hold up. Shit, forgot. Okay, after the pain incident, so they are getting the bearings back, and then they remember at Kage Summit. Jiraiya looks around and saying, "Well, I got ninjas. We gotta find the other two." Yeah, we good. I mean, they can't be too far away from the leaf. I did track their chakra leaving the leaf. Wait, no, they right here. So Naruto, and Sasuke, they, I don't even know if I made them leave or not because I haven't watched the previous video. But I'm presuming the Jiraiya found them and brought them back. That's what I'm presuming because my memory is Jack Squad. I can't remember. I can barely remember the last episode because it happened 3 weeks. Um, so I'm presuming Jiraiya brought them back. So they all just go to the Kage Summit. Jiraiya shows up. They asking, where is Tsunade and the others? Jiraiya looked down. Naruto and the others, with also Jiraiya, they looked down and saying they was wiped out. They all was wiped out. The Raikage, he wants to laugh from the leaf getting obliterated by one person, but at the same time, he's saying that's sad. Hmm. Hmm. But since Stikoski wiped out a great village, they are not more of a threat. So, what are we going to do now? Anochi, the Tsuchikage, I think? Yeah, the Tsuchikage said this. Well, we should hide our Jinchuriki somewhere. I mean, if the 8 tails and 9 tails fall in this battle, it's what the Katsuki trying to plan. That is gonna come true. So, Jiraiya said this. Wait, no, hold up. I forgot. I think Killer B was captured, but not fully captured because it just a tail. Yeah, I think it is. So he said this, but in the reg I can say, but they took my brother. I don't know if they know Killer B is back or not, but I'm gonna say they don't in this one. Two Killer B showed back up. So Jiraiya said this. Hold the phone. Calm down, Raikage. If you get too distracted from your brother being captured, you can't think rationally. We gotta think of it on a more logical sketch, more dynamic plan. I would ask my guy, but only thing I can picture him saying is punch him really hard and fight him. And then say something about Flames of Youth, which is I'm not trying to hear right now. But I'll think more of the line stuff. Plotting a plan to separate them up, but also at the same time crushing them all at once. But we don't have the force to do that unless y'all are willing to cooperate with the Leaf. Cause I have a feeling something more sinister is behind the plan. And I know, and the Mizukage saying, I agree with I agree with you, Jiraiya, but what is going to be what's what's going to be the main thing that keeps this together? Jiraiya said, well, judging by everything's going on, I'm saying it's either 50-50. They might have an army, we have an army. But we're gonna be low on numbers because my army is the ones I brought here. Naruto, who can make God knows how many shadow clones. Sasuke with the Mangekyo. I forgot if he got the Eternal or not, but I don't know. I just gonna say he got the Mangekyo. We got Choji, Shikamaru, Shino, Hinata, Kiba, Rock Lee, Neji. The usual. So, Raikage kind of chuckled a bit. The usual. So you tell me these are the last ninjas you got. I won't try. So Jiraiya looked at the Raikage and said this. I would not be trying to rebuild a leaf if there was no ninjas left. Even though there is still ninjas. I would not be trying to rebuild a leaf if it weren't for them. So, let's get down with the plan and shall we start the real negotiation about everything that's about to go on. So, right before Jiraiya get right into detail, I'll be right back. So, Obito shows up and says, I want you to hand over the 8 and 9 tail Jinchuriki. Or something else might happen. So, Jiraiya and then Kage obviously, we will not hand over our Jinchuriki. Wait, what now? So Obito realized he kind of fucked up a little bit because he's just gave it away that the 8 tails is roaming around the lands. So, neither this, like I said, hand over the 9 tails Jinchuriki and no one will get hurt. So So they so so they get back on guard and say no. So Obito, being Obito, he's testing out the Zetsus right now. He's at this fine then. Today I shall mark a special day on the calendar, Shinobi, and in history as we know it. Today I announced the annual I think about safety purge. But no. So he said it's today is the start of the fourth great ninja war, Zetsu. Zetsu clone shows up out of nowhere, start wreaking havoc on the ninjas and the Kage there, but they was easily dispatched of. Obito was just looking in the shadows, just testing out the Zetsus. He sees what the Zetsus can do and what the Zetsus need to be improved on, cause he's taking this more serious, cause he don't have Sasuke, and he also because the leaf is more gone. He's pretty much thinking along the lines. Yo, the leaf is gone. The other village are going to step up their game. I got to be more careful and scout out the flaws and unflaws of these ninjas. I mean Zetsus. Hold up, I'll be back again. Oh, oh yeah. Before he left, he said this. Oh, and we got the inside source, you see. So you know all y'all Konoha 12 weaknesses and strengths. Well, I mean, you don't really know who it is. They all looking at the elite village ninjas looking at them after they got done defeating Zetsus, and some of them are low still recovering from the almighty push that Pain hit them with. Some of them still recovering, and so they asked who they Obito just chuckled. He said, "I lied. They all are dead. We just took their souls and memories, so we already know your weaknesses and strengths. Next time, it won't be so easy to defeat the Zetsus." So he went back into he calmed Weed away. So all of them was just like, damn, we got to we got to get stronger. And Zetsu's like, kiki kiki kiki. Well, he might not have said it, but ah well. The Ninja War starts within 6 months. Try to get stronger. Or die trying. Either way, you're gonna fail. And then he turned into a tree once he got hit by Rasengan by Jiraiya. So he looked at everybody. He said this, we got 6 months to train. Let's make it count. Every second we talk is a second lost. Let's go. So the Leaf left to go on a 6 month training trip. And the others also do the 6 months training. So Obito, being Obito, he used pain to revive Madara, the Edo Tensei, and then made him alive. So Nagato is on his last leg. Lag? Lag? Oh my god! Last leg. And Konan does the same thing. Sakura just watching, because she obviously just used them to get more power for Sasuke. And Obito using this shit for Sasuke. Using her drive to get Sasuke to become stronger. And saying Sasuke likes emotionless girls. Even if you do get Sasuke, ain't no guarantee that he will love you as long as Naruto's still alive. So, bring back Naruto, dead or alive. Make sure she died within that. Make sure if she is dead, you take her back here through resummoning yourself at the Edo Tensei statue. Or we would just take her from the battlefield and strike the nine tails out of her alive. So what that going on? Orochimaru's in a whole nother part. This man, he just stinky. I don't know if I made him alive or not, but he came back alive somehow. I mean, it is Orochimaru. So, this man is just sitting on a throne, looking down on the leaf. He's saying, "For once a great village got eradicated by one man alone. Have the leaf fallen this low, or have the leaf forgotten their ninja ways? But I can tell this, the last 15 members of the leaf that are still alive, actually 14, they are not like the rest, pathetic and weak. I can see they do got great potential to rebuild it, but we need guidance. We need them to refuel themselves. Because I seen they might die in this war." No. What am I talking about? Die in this war? It's a guarantee that the leaf will fall. They don't have as many ninjas, so they be a liability. And that liability causes miscommunication. I'm gonna well get my part over with. I'm gonna well get it done and over. After all, Jiraiya did say that even in the most toughest times, the light can still shine at the end of the tunnel. So, the tunnel of light will be me. And for Kabuto, Yama put an end to his plans. The reanimation. So, while Orochimaru was off doing his Orochimaru things with a Oni mask on, but with a couple bodies that we do not know the presence of doing there. But he obviously doing what he's doing. So we get to the place where the war is about to start. We got the reanimated shinobi looking at the leaf shinobis, and they all are gathered in one spot. No, not one spot. It's like the cannon. So the events go like the cannon, but with no leaf shinobi. So I mean, they still managed to win, but a lot less forces on the end, on the side of the leaf and everything. So they all get to the main battlefield. They all see Madara, a living Madara with the Rinnegan. I'm skipping up a lot of events. I know, but I the reason why I can't keep going on with the series is because I can't think of nothing no more. Do you see the time skips of this? Do you see that gap between this what if? I can't think of it no more. I cannot picture anymore. I cannot picture any more of this anime what if going on. I'm struggling. But if y'all leave a comment of a new what if I can do after this is over with and after the others are over, please leave a comment of a new what if idea doing with Naruto or Deku or Issei or you know what I mean, as long as it's ideal that this for Naruto, Deku, or Issei, please leave comments. Please. So I'm gonna get back. This might be a hour or 30. It might, but I'm a hold up. Like I was saying is, I need help on creating an ideal, right? To make it more entertaining. Um, so after this, leave a comment. Cause I know I'm doing multiple series at once, and I know some of y'all saying that I'm not gonna complete them. Possibly are, but I still know them. Y'all probably forgot, but one what if is gonna link multiple what ifs together. So you can have a overpowered villain in one of these series, but you never know which one it is, because they all. I mean, one of them is gonna link the other universe together, and well, the people from that universe is gonna be going into that one, into their past self, giving them all their abilities. So that person can be prepared for the future, and also his friends and family as well. But their family will not know, but their friends and the main cast of that will know. But that is a future what if ideal. I mean, a future what if that might come out sometime this week. But y'all will not know because I make multiple ideals and they all don't never finish. So let's get back on with the what if. So, like I say, they all staring at Madara and his Renegon. Madara is being moderated so. This is this Nobia alliance people been talking about. Huh. Interesting. But what are you gonna do against me? So Naruto, obviously in she's turning into the nine tail not turning into the nine tails. I mean it would be good. Nine tails only behind her what Fox ears? Maybe. Ah, I just gotta say. Alright, so she going to KCM KCM 2, but it's kind of different from the original Naruto we know. Like it got the original features, but the whisker marks are not like blocks. They are not blocks whisker marks. I can't deal with block whisker marks. Like I mean, even though it looks cool, it's like blocks. It's a fucking rectangle. No, that's a no. Instead of it being like the whisker marks in the canon, the whisker marks are more feline and more um more animalistics, and it stretches to the back of her neck. So yeah, so that's the difference between the original Naruto and this one, Naruto. What if I got drinks me some water. My mouth is dry. That's some good water. Really good water. Sorry for that. My mouth is dry. So, and I got some food over here, so um, I'm hungry at this moment. So, deal with me. You have to deal with me, kind of slurping noodles. Not in that type of way. So we get to starting, and Madara is doing Madara things to the Shinobi Alliance with one Rinnegan, mind you, one Rinnegan. So when he when it so Choji's out there, so Choji about to use his partial expansion jutsu. So Obito being Obito, he used summoning jutsu, summoning the ghetto statue. So Troji had to go into the giant ass phase, and also he already had a character development. Oh my god, not development. Development. He already had his character development. So he, so the Ten Tails Ghetto statue in Choji's boxing wall. The Eight Tails and Nine Tails and Yerikis, Killer Bee and Naruto are fighting against Madara and Obito. Obito's fighting. Oh my god! Obito's fighting Killer Bee with the Raikage and Jiraiya. Well, Madara is fighting Naruto and Sasuke. So I'm a pause it. So now that everything is happening, well, now that everything is happening, and it's all the chaos, Choji managed to subdue the Ten Tails Ghetto statue and pinning it underground. Well, Moderate and Obito's like, that thing is useless when somebody's not controlling it. Well, I can stand by right now. We don't need it for right now. So so right now Madara is about to Madara use will style to subdue Naruto. Now she's being imprisoned by Wood. And her only thoughts is, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die because she feels her chakra is draining out of her really rapidly. So out of nowhere, the wood turns on Madara and goes straight towards Madara. Madara dodges. It's like, what the fuck happening? He looks towards Obito, where he looks towards Obito because he knows Obito got wood style. He looks towards Obito, thinking that he turned against him, but he sees Obito's in a heated battle against Jiraiya and the others. And my God come in assisting Jiraiya with Kakashi, and he sees Obito getting pushed back, so he said, "It's not Obito." And then one thought came into his mind: Hashirama. So he sees the previous five Kage: Tsunade, Jiraiya. Oh my God! Tsunade, Minato, Hiruzen, Tobirama, and Hashirama, all behind Naruto. Well, she's getting up slowly, healing also with the additional um backup by her father. I don't even know if I did get Minato the nine half the Nine Tails, but if I did, he's wearing the other half of the Nine Tails cloak. Like in canon, he somehow befriended the Nine Tails while being dead. Yay. Manito's overpowered. So, now, Madara, he gains a smile. I mean, uh, Naruto, she did do a lot of damage on Madara, but because she lacked experience against a veteran on her own with Sasuke, I forgot Sasuke was there, they get their ass clapped. Not in the, not in, not bad, but they still got beat pretty badly. It was like almost a one-sided fight, but everyone for Naruto and Sasuke teaming up, they would have lost. So, um, yeah. So Obito, he he decides. Well, Madara and Obito were thinking the same thing at this moment. All right, we already got enough chakra for the Nine Tails, and we already got. I mean, even though it's a small fragment of it, but still, we can still use that to some of the 10 Tails. So they jump on the 10 Tails head. The 10 Tails got a statue's head, which is just like struggling. They connect themselves to it, and they they infuse the 9 Tails chakra into it, with also the additional 8 Tails chakra into it as well, adding to its transformation into what it looks like in canon at the first start of it. So the battle got a lot harder, and yeah, the other 7 Jinchuriki shows up, and yeah, the battle it's a fucking war. So yeah, that it's hard. It's hard. So now that um now that everything's going on, and all the chaos, after all the chaos, it's like died down. Everybody just looks around and seeing that the 9 Tails is being pinned down. The 8 Tails, he's retracted back into Killer Bee because out of chakra. Yeah. And the 9 Tails being dragged in the um by the 10 Tails, and like canon, Madara kills Sasuke. Sakura, she's mad. Like this whole time, Oh yeah, I forgot all about Sakura. Um, yeah, she was fighting, and because she turned her back, like they tried to convince her to come back to leave, but Sakura being Sakura, no, she was too engulfed in becoming stronger for Sasuke and killing Naruto that she forgot all about. Come back to Leaf. She betrayed Leaf and became a permanent rogue ninja. So she killed. So one ninja just that thought collateral damage wouldn't hurt, right? It can't get on me, right? Yeah. So in the midst of Sakura panicking because her Sasuke is dying, this ninja stabs her through the back, killing her. And when I mean stabs her through the back, right through the heart, killing her in the process. So yeah, no more Sakura for all your Sakura haters, but it's fate. It's cruel, but you can deal with it. So, so Sasuke and Sakura. God damn it! Why do they both have S's in the name? Sasuke and Naruto. They they wake up in a strange place. They are wondering the fuck am I at? And then they see old man Sage. So Naruto calls the sage to pass the same thing. Old man. I forgot what she called him, but it's like old man something. Yeah. So she calls him the same thing. So now that um that's happening, Sasuke calls the sage to pass the same thing. So they both get the sage six path powers more than in canon, like we know how he equal. Even though it was fractured, he put it in their bodies and made it permanent. Does he see the connection of these two in this timeline? Than what they used to be like fighting all the time. So they both gets more than canon, and that power up is permanent, and I mean permanent. So Sasuke can regenerate his Rinnegan if he wants to, and Naruto can I don't fucking know do Naruto things. I just like how this one, like when I don't want to explain shit, I just say doing them things. So if you're wondering, so before the Kage arrived, we do a flashback to Orochimaru. So after he arrived at the five Kage, he's sitting on the Uchiha tablet. I mean, he's sitting in a chair, just looking at him like, we got a problem. So all of them. So the first thing Hashirama asked, "How's the village destroyed?" Orochimaru just put it straight up, frank, destroyed. Well, I mean, it was more like an ambush destroyed, but at the same time, I mean, ask your dear, dear, dear descendant Tsunade, what happened to the leaf? I mean, I feel sure she can remember her death, right? So, Tsunade explains the fuck happened to the leaf. They was caught off guard, ambushed by one of their own ninjas. I mean, I mean, they was betrayed by one of the ninjas because someone was feeding inside sources to the Akatsuki, and they don't know who it was. And Orochimaru said, "Well, you don't have to look that far. It's not because right now that person is in. Well, that person was named Sakura Haruno, and your own precious student betrayed you. So Nari was filled with so much anger. And she regrets training Sakura because she thought she can change her. But then that Naruto must say, it's no time to wallow in grief and shit. Well, even though there is still about like, I don't know, 14 people left within the Leaf Village, the Leaf is still down on numbers. And since there are only 14 left in the village, and Jiraiya is trying to rebuild it, even though it's 14 ninjas and no civilians. I'm surprised it's even still kicking. But I ain't gonna say much more because I want to see what this village comes like in the future. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask a question. Would y'all like to be going against the Leaf? I mean, my main question is, what is, what was, well, I forgot what I was gonna say. So Orochimaru asked that question. They give their answer to that question, and Orochimaru said, "Well, it doesn't really matter, because right now there's a war to be fought, and Minato, your daughter's gonna be dying pretty soon. I mean, it is a known fact that the Leaf is gonna lose this war. Everybody knows the Leaf is gonna lose this war. Everybody knows they're gonna lose this war because down on numbers, down on strength, outnumbered. What more can you possibly do? So, I made an effort to revive the strongest Kages of all, and I see my fruits have bared I see my stems have bared the fruit. Now, don't disappoint me and go to the war, cause I know y'all can sense that chakra. And the chakra of the Nine Tails being fought, but losing as well. So, get to going. I ain't gonna wait. They ain't gonna wait. Every second you waste, every second you stand here, countless people are dying. And most importantly, my descendants are gone. So, toodaloo, I'ma go. So, that's their whole the whole conversation plays out. So, now that's going on, we see back in present time. So, I'm just gonna say everything happens as in canon. Madara betraying Obito, the Madara getting the Ten Tails. It all plays out in canon to my guy. I mean, yeah, it's all plans going canon too. Madara does something unexpected. Since Madara have their Rinnegan, and of course you get the Rinnegan, like most likely you're gonna have the Rinnegan once you get the Ten Tails. He doesn't. Well, he used Infinite Tsukuyomi, but strange. The effect didn't work. Madara's wondering what the fuck happened and why didn't it work. Until Naruto and Sasuke split the fucking moon. When I mean they split the moon, they ripped that motherfucker straight in half. Madara, he was kind of shocked from that. Like, But Which is what like he's wondering what the hell did he just see? Everybody's wondering the fuck did they just see? Cause no one's split the fucking moon in half. No one. And that took a lot of chakra. So they both are on they both are on one knee. Gasping for air cause splitting the moon at that distance takes a lot amount of chakra. So they both thought at the same time. Just bring the moon down on this motherfucker. Let's bring this moon down. So they both pulled back as hard as they can, and with both half of the moons come crashing straight down on top of Madara, that the five Kage they set up that one barrier that was indestructible. That motherfucker cracked because there was so much force. So there was so much gravity, force, and chakra poured into that. On top of that, the impact alone. Yeah, that was. Yeah, you think they thinking Madara is defeated, but obviously, right before the impact happens, Madara absorbed the God Tree. Yeah, he absorbed the God Tree. The only people who have fast enough eyes can see that. And Naruto, Minato, Kakashi, and Sasuke, they all seen Madara absorb the God Tree, with also the exception of Hiruzen, because I like Hiruzen, Tobirama, and Hashirama seen it. So Tsunade, even though she got good eyes, she didn't see that before the impact happens. So everybody cheering, yes, we won! And Sasuke said, no, we didn't. He's still standing. He's not down yet. Everybody's like, but who can survive that? Sasuke said, only Madara can survive that. I would have been hurt, most likely crushed. But Madara's completely fine, because he absorbed that goddamn tree. So, yeah. They all got this. They all fell into despair, but Naruto, using the Naruto tactic, the talk no jutsu, revitalized everybody's hopes. But then, yeah, Zetsu happened. And I mean Zetsu happened. Zetsu happened. This man done the same thing as he did in canon. Turned Madara into turned Madara into Kage. Now that happens. And even though it was like a little off script for that shit, still. So the fight goes as canon, but without Naruto doing a reverse sexy hair jutsu, she does she does Naruto tactic and turning into a guy. And yeah, the same thing happens, but right when it's about to be sealed, right before Kage got sealed away, She took an arm with her. She tore off Naruto's left arm, making her have one arm. Because of that, because of that pesky shadow clone jutsu that Naruto kept doing on her. Yeah, I'm still recording. Yeah, because that pesky shadow clone jutsu that Naruto kept doing on her, she tore off one of her arms in mid combat. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. So, not too long after that, the, even though she was hurt, and she took this opportunity, and Sasuke took this opportunity. She like when she made eye contact with Sasuke, Sasuke immediately knew this is the best chance we have right now. So Naruto, he threw one of her balls at truth-seeking orbs. She threw one of her truth-seeking orbs at the arm that Kaguya ripped off her arm with. While Kaguya reverted her arm, Sasuke used that chance to change places with that, and hit her with the moon seal, and Naruto hit her with the sun seal. And and Kaguya is wondering what the hell. Like she said the same thing, but this time they still on planet Earth. They didn't go into the dimension thing. I mean, they did, but Kaguya couldn't keep that up for much longer. So she threw them back into the human world, and when they came back into the human world, human dimension, the Naruto world, everybody seen that Naruto had one arm. I was wondering what the fuck happened. Like after they sealed away Kaguya back on the moon, and they now know how the moon was created again, but they seen it with their own eyes this time. So now that happened, now that happened, everybody's cheering, but Naruto's getting medical treatment because her arm, her arm, yeah, her arm was fucking ripped the fuck off. Most people will be on the ground crying in pain, but she should have said, like, someone asked, "How are you still walking?" No, uh, if it was somebody else, it would be on the ground in pain. Naruto, Naruto straight up said, "There's pain. There's nothing. I'm used to this." Because her pain tolerance is high. High, high. So, this is where I'm going to be ending it off. No, wait, no. So, about a 15, 14-year time scale into the Boruto years and shit. But Boruto is half, fucking 75% Uchiha, 25% Uzumaki. So yeah. So we are at the tuning exam part. And Naruto is the Hokage. Just like in the original. So we all see that Boruto he didn't cheat this time. He's not dumb enough to fall for that shit this time. Even though it's ninja tag, it's still cheating. So now that Now she was about to fist bump her son, but then out of nowhere, um Momoshiki, yeah, out of nowhere Momoshiki popped up, and the only word he said, and yeah, the same thing happens in canon, but instead of like Naruto getting captured, Sasuke saved her last second with the transportation jutsu of the Rinnegan, out um swapping out a um fucking piece of rubble with her. So Momoshiki's pissed. He says, it doesn't matter. We will always get what we want. And now that I know your jutsu, it wouldn't matter. So, this man, he feels for the nine tails. He feels for their chakra, and he sees that, so they fleeing to leave. Oh well, I give them what they want. So yeah, so that battle happens, and they get transported into that one dimension that you see in the movie, and yeah, it goes the same as in the Boruto movie. I'm going with the Boruto movie because the anime was straight up dookie. I ain't lying. The anime was straight up dog water. I don't. I can't. No, it's just impossible for me to do that. So now that I explain what the fight goes like, they yeah yeah. But again, again, just like in Canon, Boruto used the invisible fucking Rasengan, which is aka called the Vanishing Rasengan, which just combine lightning and wind together. I mean, lightning with the Rasengan, yeah. So down. So the Ishiki fight, it goes the same as well. Wait, no. Shiki. What was his name again? Oh yeah, Jigen. The fight with Jigen goes different. So when Jigen shows the fuck up, Naruto, shit, Naruto and Sasuke, they stood more of a chance instead of getting kicked the fuck out of Kurama and getting kicked the hell out of his Susanoo. And yeah, it's a lot more even in some terms because they was able to withstand a kick from Jigen. And also, this man was impressed because, well, but he is, but it's still human. So, yeah, he proceeds to beat down their asses and everything else. So, so Naruto, she knows the only thing left is, well, Kurama knows the only thing left is, um, to use Baron mode, and he explains the same thing as he did in canon. So, and instead of one dying in this one, yeah, both die. I ain't having no slack. I'm gonna say both die, but before she died, she told Sasuke, take care of the boy. So, And I pretty much y'all knew what the show was, anyways. And I'm grateful that y'all supported it instead of say change the ship. I'm so glad y'all didn't yell at me to change it because if it was different, I wouldn't know what to do. So thank y'all for sticking through. So she used Baron mode, and this one's different. Instead of looking like canon Naruto, which is I like to change my forms up a little bit. Remember how and if y'all remember how I said the Sage 6 Pass chakra stayed with them. So like I said, the whisker marks of Naruto that goes to the back of her head now goes down to her neck and down on her arms and covering and the top of her breast and the and the upper part of her back with 9 tails flowing out with claw shaped fingernails, sharper teeth, more of a animalistic, chaotic, wild beast of looking pupils in her eyes. So now, now, yeah, the fight with Momoshiki goes extremely different. I mean, not that much different. It's still a one-sided beatdown, but instead of instead of Naruto being nerfed, Naruto have not been nerfed. She only gotten stronger. Cause she knew. Cause she knew. Kage just ripped her fucking arm off like it was nothing. There might be more of her gland, so she stuck to training. Yep. So Jigen, that motherfucker dies. And Narco's dying. Cause I don't know why. I'm make, I'm making her die. I don't know why. I do not know why. So she her last words to Sasuke was keep um Boruto keep Boruto safe. Cause he still got the karma seal. And she knows Takagi would pressure her to try to kill Boruto. Because they threw him as a threat. Because the same thing almost happened, but instead of Sasuke being afraid to hit Boruto, he just simply teleported away. So he kept his eye, but he had to subdue Momoshiki. And he did that with a suppressing seal. So that what happened. So now Naruto's dying. She says her final wishes and she passed some of her chakra onto Sasuke for safe measures. And when they get back to the human world, everybody is like, alright, where's the Kage? Where's Naruto at? So Sasuke, he comes in carrying Naruto's dead body slumped in his arms. Um, Everybody, they started crying. Boruto, he was crying because he recognized if he's saying if he was stronger, Mom would have never died. She would have been with us. So yeah. So everybody holds a funeral for Naruto, and Sasuke. Hmm. I don't know what he do. He probably takes the Kage slot. No, he gives the Kage slot to. No, matter of fact, Jiraiya takes the Kage slot back reluctantly. So we, so we are in another realm of existence at this point. So Naruto, Karama, they wondering, did we both just die? I know you're dead. I know I'm dead. Does this mean we became a saint? So Naruto doing that OG Naruto type of mentality. Did we become a real sage? And Kurama said, obviously we didn't. Obviously. What do you think we would be here for? Hmm. So and then the Sage of Six Paths, Hagorama shows up and said some things, and yeah, so she said, can I go back to the road of the living for like 5 seconds? Or a minute or two? Because she can already picture, she can already picture what's going on right now. So she can already picture it. So the surgeon class sends her back, and he said this. He said this. After this, right? You can't. Um. This you're gonna be dead forever, and you can't come back to the world of the living at all unless you bring somebody here. Cause I'm gonna give you all my chakra, and you're gonna become the next sage of Six Paths, and you already is a sage, but you don't have the full power of one. So she said, okay. So so she goes to the world of the living, right? She can see Boruto is hammering himself, not drunk but depressed. She touches him, and not touches him in that type of way, like touches him on his shoulder, and she said, "This, why are you crying?" He said he thinks he's hearing a voice in his head, so he says, "Wait, what?" But then she hugs him and said, "This, it's not your fault that I died. I'd rather die save my family than die doing nothing at all." And tell your little and where is your little sister at? He says where she's at, and she's in her room crying. Cause I mean, it's still it's only been a week, but still she's crying. So she shows up in her daughter's room, and I mean, Boruto, yeah, he got development, and he got the motivation to conquer his karma seal. No longer be afraid of it. Conquer it. Make it his own power. So he does that, and him, God damn, I can't say her name. Inamari. Yeah, I can't say it correctly. Yeah, she from that moment, after the talk with her mom as well, she became not a emo, but aspired to be like her mother. And Sasuke just he's still grieving a little bit. I mean, he's still grieving, obviously. She cheers this man up as well, and she left. And after she cheers him up, and they all, yeah, yes, I don't even know. They all, they all, they do their thing, and they all happy because they got to see their mom one last time, and Boruto and Hanarari got to see their mom, and Sasuke got to see his wife one more time. So they happy, and they aspire to get stronger from that day on. So yeah, and Naruto became a sage, never truly dying until she passed it on. So now, this is the end of this what if, and if you have any ideas what to do, comment, comment, and what if I do? As long as it's not anything too disturbing, because kind of don't want to do that. So yeah, this is Lost Stone signing out.